Hello guys, and in this video we are going to discuss Cambridge paper, Cambridge IGCSE paper. It's paper 2 extended and its code is 060721 and it's October-November 2023 paper time is of 45 marks. First thing is, this is a non-calculator paper and the total marks for this paper is 40. It means 40 marks are there and there are 45 minutes. It means on each question you can spend almost 1 minute. 1 minute for each mark. Okay, and the remaining 5 minutes you can check that whether there is any mistake or not. Here is some list of formulas given, and using this list of formula you can solve your answers. Okay, the first question over here is, the diagram is given. The diagram shows a straight line crossing two parallel lines. Find the value of x. So if this angle is given over here, this angle will also be 105 if you have studied corresponding rules. What is corresponding rules? Corresponding angles, In corresponding angles, if there are two parallel lines and they are cut by a transversal line, this angle will be equal to this angle. And then there is another rule, vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal, so this angle will also be 105. There are many other ways to solve this question. If you are applying another rule to reach the answer, that's also fine. So the answer is 105. Next is, Priya rolls a die 10 times. The table shows the result. Find the mode. What is mode? Mode is most frequent value. What is most frequent value over here? This one. Most frequent means who has the highest frequency over here? This one. So the most frequent value is this, so which will be 6. So which score has most frequent value? That is this one. Find the interquartile range. In order to find interquartile range, you must subtract lower quartile from upper quartile. So what is the upper quartile formula when frequency is given? When frequency is given, upper quartile formula is this one. So what is the frequency? It's given 10 plus 1 over 4. So 3 multiplied by 11 divided by 4, which will give you 33 by 4. 33 by 4, if you divide it, what you're gonna get, as this paper is without calculator, so you can't use calculator. 33 by 4 will give you 4 into 8 is 32. Okay, and then how much will be left? You can do simple calculation, and beside also 4 into 8 is 32, so it's 1, and then you put decimal, you get over here 4 into 2 is 8, and then 10 minus 2 is 2, then you get again 0, then 8.25 is the answer. Now when frequency is given, how do you find the quartile? You find the quartile like this. Firstly, you find cumulative frequency. How do you find cumulative frequency? First figure you will write as it is, and for the next frequency you will add 2 plus 1 3, and then 3 plus 0 3, then 3 plus 2 5, then 5 plus 0 5, then 5 plus 5 10. Okay, now tell me the 8.5th value, what it is closer to? It is closer to 10, isn't it? So it means this cumulative frequency has the score, so upper quartile is 6. So by this question I found the upper quartile is 6. And what will be lower quartile? For lower quartile we will do another calculation, n plus 1 over 4, which will be 10 plus 1 over 4, which will be 11 over 4. So 11 over 4, 4 into 2 is 8. You're gonna put decimal. 11 minus 8, 3. You put 0 over here. 4 into 7 is 28. Again 0. 4 into 5 is 20. So the value for you got for lower quartile is 2.75. Now this 2.7 fifth value, you will say which it is closer to cumulative frequency. So it is closer to this cumulative frequency 2.75. So for this, against this cumulative frequency, what score I have? This 2. So my lower quartile is 2. So if I subtract from lower quartile from upper quartile, I will get my interquartile range, which is 4. So if you check the answer is also 4. Next question is, A is the midpoint, A is the point, and B is this point. M is the midpoint of AB. Find the coordinates. In this simple, you will apply the formula for midpoint: x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. X1 value, you can name these coordinates as x1 and so this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. You can make this as x1, y1 or this as x2 or y2. This won't affect your answer. Okay, so x1 over here is 0 plus, and what is x2? Minus 2. And what's the value of y1? It's 7. And what's the value of y2? It's 1. So minus 2 over 2, 8 over 2. This gonna cancel. You will get minus 1, and this will be 2 into 4 is 8. So what is the value of x coordinate? Minus 1. And what is the value of y coordinate? 4. So what will be our answer? Our answer will be minus 1 and 4. You can check the answer. It's also minus 1 and 4. Next question is, write 1.8796 to correct to 4 significant figure. So what are 4 significant figure? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figure in this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 79. When you have this value 6 over here is 79 plus 1. It will round off to 80. So the answer will be 1.880. There are rules for significant figure. Let me tell you which rule will apply over here. If figure to be dropped is greater than 5. If figure to be dropped is greater than 5. Now I want to drop this figure. Is it greater than 5? Yes. Then the figure to be retained is increased by 1. So you have to see, if you retain 9, what you will get? 9 plus 1, 10. Okay, so rather than we will take 79, we will add 1 in it and it will become 80. Next question is, work out this. In this, I can write it like this. It won't make any difference because if bases are same, power will add and again I will get the same answer. So I can break the power into 2 similar powers. So this gonna cancel with this gonna cancel with this. 5 multiplied by 5, which is 25. We can check the answers. X is the integer and x integral in x absolute is less than equal to 1. Write down the value of x. If it is equal to 1 means one value of x is 1. And it's an integer. Integer means you cannot tell decimal values. Integer means you cannot tell decimal values. Okay, so one figure could be 0 and another figure could be minus 1. Okay, because in absolute, if minus 1 is there, it can open up to, because any absolute of any negative value will make it positive. Okay, so x could be negative also. Understand? Next is, find the highest common factor of 24 and 42. Now make the factors of 24. 2 into 12 is 24. 2 into 6 is 12. 2 into 3 is 6. So what are the factors of 24? 2 times, you will only take the lowest prime numbers. This. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, lowest prime number. And then for 42, you will again make the factor. 42, 2 into 21, 3 into 7. What are the prime factors? 2 times 3 times 7. You will not take this one. So in HCF you will only take the number that are common. So 2 is common, one time you write 2. 3 is common, one time you write 3. And 7 is common, one time you write 7. 7 into 3, 21. 21 into 2, 42. That will be, something is wrong, I guess. Yeah. Okay, 7, sorry. 7 is not common over here, na? 7 is not common. So only 2 and 3 are common. So 2 into 3 is 6. A taxi fare F consists of fixed charge of X plus this travel. Find the formula for F for a journey of Y kilometer. Okay. So Y kilometers, how much there are? There is a fixed charge of X. So I will write X and plus, I will add plus $0.65 per kilometer. And what is kilometers? Y. So it will be $X plus 0.65 Y. Let's check the answer. That's right. Find the next term and the nth term of the series. So here if you observe, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So next obviously will be 5 square, which is 25. Find the nth term of the series. If you see over here, for first value, how I can get first value, you have to see any value minus 1. Okay, so how will I get the answer? How will I get 0 over here? 1 minus 1 and 0, and I scare it because everything is getting scared over here. So 0 square will be 0. Similarly, if I do, how I will get 1 over here? So 2 minus 1 over square, 1 square, it will give you 1. Similarly, 3 minus 1 will give you square, so 2 square, which is 4. So it means, what will be the nth term? This will be replaced by n minus 1 whole square. If you check the answer, it's right. Next is the value is given. Find the value of j when age is this. It's really easy. You just substitute the value. J is equal to 3q plus 4q. 27 plus 4 into 4 is 16. 16 into 4 is 64. You're going to add them. 7 plus 4, 11. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 91 is the answer. Rearrange the formula to write age. It means we have to make age the subject. So j is equal to h cube plus k cube. So k cube will go to other side and subtract. And in order to cancel this cube, we take cube root on both sides. So this cube root and cube will cancel. The answer will be h is equal to cube root j minus k cube. Question number 8. They are saying work out the width of rectangle. Length of diagonal is given and length of rectangle is given. Simple Pythagoras theorem you can apply, which will be a square is equal to b square plus c square. A is the biggest side of the A is the side that is in front of 90 degree, which is 10. So 10 square is equal to b is base x square, and this one is 8 square. So 100 is equal to x square plus 8 square, which is 16. 100 minus 64, which will give you 36. And you take the square root on both sides. This will cancel with this one, and you will get 6. Okay, so this person has 3 cards. He picks 2 cards at random without replacement. What did they say? Without replacement means when he picks the one card, he does not replace it with the second card. So what does it mean? When he picks the first card, he does not replace it with the Second card, find the probability that both cards have the letter. So first card is 2 over 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and second card he picks is 1 over, and the second card, and now this is picked. Now how many are left? Tell me. What is the, now tell me, first tell me. There are total 7 cards. I wrote in the denominator 7. Okay, the thing is finished. Now this card is no more. Now these cards are left. Among these cards, what is the probability of getting the A? 1 over 6. So it will be 2 over 42, which will be 2 over 1 over 21 if you simplify it. If you check the answer, it's gonna be all are same. Next question is this one. Over here, 5w over 513 is equal to 25. If bases are same, powers are equal. So over here you can make 25 is the square of 5. W minus 13 is equal to square. 13 will go to other side and add, so it will become 15. Next question is, the volume of cone is this. Find the height of the cone is same as the diameter of its base. Find the radius of the base. For this, you can obviously go to your first sheet and see the formula of volume of cone. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. The volume of cone is 18 pi. The height of the cone is same as the diameter of its base. Diameter, not radius. So height is equal to diameter, and diameter is 2 times of radius. Okay, so it means they are saying height is same as the diameter. So I can rearrange this equation. So instead of this height, I can substitute 2r. Okay, when the things are similar, they can cancel out on the other side. 3 will go to other side and multiply. 18 into 3 is 54. You will get 2r cube. 54 divided by 2 is 27. This will go to other side and divide. Then you take cube root on both sides. 27, you must have practiced a lot, and from practice you must remember that if I multiply 27 3 times, I will get this will cancel with this one, and the value of r will be 3. Question number 12 is ABCD is a cyclical quadrilateral. ABV is a straight line. TU is a tangent to the circle. Find the value of x and y. Now remember that this angle, in this we will apply the concept of, this is from the circle theorems, and from circle theorem one concept we remember, alternate segment theorem. In alternate segment theorem, you will just see, for the perspective of y, you will just see this triangle and this 55. In case of alternate segment theorem, the angle that is made with the tangent of the circle, the angle that is made between the triangle and the tangent of circle will be equal to the angle that is in front of it. So this will be 55 degree. Okay, got it? And for this you can't apply tangent. Angle on a straight line add up to give us 180. Opposite angles in a quadrilateral add up to give us 180. So 180 minus 80 will give you 100. So it will be 100 degrees. You can check the answer. The answer was 355. Next question is, y varies inversely to the square root of x plus 1. In order to remove the sign of proportionality, I will insert constant k over under root x plus 1. So y is equal to, well, now let's substitute the values. Y is 5. What is the value of x? 8 plus 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9, and you know 9 is the, if you want to show the all the steps, remember to show all the steps in non-calculator paper, because even if your answer is wrong, still you will get the marks for showing the steps. So you know square root of 9 is 3. You're gonna multiply it, value of k is 15. Now using the same equation, you will find y in terms of x. So using the same equation, you will just put y is equal to 15 over under root x plus 1. Y in terms of x means in your answer y should be present and x should also be present. So this will be the answer. Now they are saying line L is perpendicular to the line, and passes through this point. Find the equation of line. So for this, firstly I will find, first step is to find gradient. What is the formula to find gradient in case of perpendicular equation? In case of perpendicular equation, the formula is m2 is equal to minus 1 over m1. Okay, so minus 1 over m1. Now what is the gradient of this equation? For this you have to make only y the subject. Now the value that is present with this x is gradient. Okay, so what is the gradient over here? What is present with x? If nothing is present, we will assume x is multiplied with 1, because 1 into x is x divided by 2. Whatever is present, whatever is coefficient of x will be gradient. Now substitute in it. Remember that when there is a denominator, when there is a fraction in the denominator, the denominator of that fraction multiplies with the numerator. This cancel. m2 is equal to 2. So this is the gradient. Now using the equation y is equal to mx plus c, what is the gradient I got from new equation? 2. Now I have to find value of c just, and then I will get my equation. For value of c, I will substitute these coordinate. What is the value of x? First one is always the value of x, second one is the value of y. What is the value of y? 3. And what is the value of x? 2. 4 will go to other side and subtract. So using this equation, I will substitute y equal to x. What is the value of c? Minus 1. Okay, next is rationalize the denominator. When you rationalize the denominator, you will just invert the sign, then never cancel it, wrong. Multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So this will multiply with this, it will become 5 square plus under root 5, and this will become formula of a square minus b square. Okay, whenever two things are same in the bracket but only signs are opposite, okay, only signs are opposite, what you do? First value is squared, second value is squared, and then you just put the sign of minus between them. This will cancel with this, this will cancel with this. 5 under root 5, 5 minus 1, 1 square is 1, 5 under root 5 over 5 minus 1 is 4. So 5 under root 5 over 4 is the answer. See, sorry, 5 plus over here, plus will come. I'm missing plus, I'm missing over here plus. It was supposed to be plus plus plus. Log of 20. Okay, over here what you will do, let me tell you. Firstly, you will take, so over here they are saying log of 20 plus log of x is equal to 2. So you will take just a second. Okay, so how you will solve it? Remember that over here the base that is used for log is log of 10 20 plus log of 10x is equal to 2. When bases are same, okay, and they are adding, this is the rule of log. Okay, this is the rule of log, that when bases are same and they are adding, how you can write? You can write this whole thing as log of 10 20x. Okay, now what do? You just use the rule of log. So what you will do, you will make 10 to the other side. This is exponent, this is base. So 20x will remain on this side, 10 power 2. 20x is equal to 100 over 20, which is 5. Now let me tell you why did I this over here. Rule of log applies on this side. Okay, log of base 10, log of base 10. Okay, you will just write it one time, and the thing that are adding, it means they are multiplying. This is the rule of log. Okay, this is the rule of log. Which rule I am saying? I am referring this rule over here, that log of b, suppose mn is equal to log of base m plus log of base n. So over here this thing was same. These two things that are adding, I will just multiply them. Then there is another rule of log, that is this rule of log. Another rule of log that applies over here is on this step. This rule is called as power rule. Okay, so this rule will apply and you will get the answer. You can check the answer is right. Okay, so in this video we discussed about this paper. In the coming videos you will find the other past paper solved, or if any topic that you don't understand, you can ask me in the comment to explain that. See you in the next lesson. Subscribe my channel to get all the updated videos of the past paper.